Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 44 of Deadbeat Son with your host, Trey Lamb. It is me this time. It is a beautiful Tuesday, May 23rd, 2023, our Lord and Savior. We got a very special episode for you this week. And that's why last week's episode didn't come out on time. Because we were getting ready for this one today. By the way, that was Nelly featuring Tim McGraw, Over and Over. Nelly and Tim McGraw. So today's a big episode because it's our very first guest ever. And he's sitting right next to me. He's got a longer torso than I do. And we're very happy to have him here. Collin Schumaker, everybody.
Thanks for having me.
Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me,
This
Trey.
is you're the first guest ever.
I'm honored. It's an absolute honor.
And man, you've been
Gay.
You have been in the past.
I've been gay quite a bit.
You kind of ebb and flow out of your sexuality. Yeah, of course. And man, you've just been, doing some wild stuff lately.
Yeah. Yep.
And I had to have you on now because, things are really building momentum. You're really starting to pick up some heat.
A little bit.
So, okay. First of all, before we get into it, I want to discuss Nelly featuring Tim McGraw.
Okay, yeah.
For that song Over and Over.
Can you play it?
Yeah, we'll play a little bit of it.
Yeah, let's hear what we got. That's what I do actually. Is I just review songs.
Yeah, and
I can tell you the note that they're playing in at any point.
You know this one? So we got to kind of talk over it or else copyright stuff, So it starts off with Nelly kind of humping something.
Is that what he's doing? Oh, yeah. This is a banger.
Yeah. Over again. And it hurts so bad, yeah. So.
Because it's all in his head.
It's in his head. It's over and over again.
He thinks about it over and over again.
And you know what he's thinking about?
What is?
I can't keep picturing you with him.
Yeah.
So it's like I think it's about love and loss.
Okay.
And
your past lover falling in love with someone new.
And I think that new person is Tim McGraw.
Yeah, Nelly is upset with Tim McGraw.
Yeah, that he lost his girl.
Kind of a diss track, but he was like, you know what? I'm going to put you on.
I want you to be on this.
Yeah.
What do you say, Tim? And Tim was like, hell yeah. I don't know how he talks.
Yeah.
But like, what a weird...
He just talks like Larry the Cable Guy.
It's just might be... Oh, no, that's the other guy.
No, that's how Nelly talks to Tim McGraw.
He puts on a southern accent, a heavy...
Yeah.
Wow, Nelly!
And then when Tim McGraw talks to Nelly, he's like, yo, what's going down?
Tim McGraw showed up with a Band-Aid on his cheek. Remember he did that? Nelly used to rock a Band-Aid on his cheek. I talked about that already, but it was like kind of bad. It was like, ooh.
And then The Weeknd did like a full bandage.
Yeah, like a burn victim thing.
Yeah.
That was like, that's the progression. Because I mentioned how the Band-Aid on his cheek is like, oh, it kind of makes him look dangerous.
Tucker.
Kind of makes it, yeah. It kind of like is that supposed to make him look dangerous? Like, are people supposed to see that and be like, ooh, wow? But
Tim. Oh wow, Tim.
Oh no, Nelly.
Yeah,
he got
you're
the
right.
Band-Aid.
Yeah, my bad.
But then I was thinking but I also said okay, but if any bandage on his face, like if it was a real fight if he's trying to promote that he's like dangerous and fights people and that's why he's got the Band-Aid on his cheek, it's like, well, it's too small of a bandage to cover up like anything cool or real,
Yeah.
So it's like kind of just look like he was hiding a zit.
Well, yeah, did he not just like I guess he probably can't put makeup on. That's probably why he did it. It's because he's like, I'm not putting makeup on.
Yeah, how am I supposed to cover up this zit? Some people put like little stickers on their zits. Have you seen that?
No.
They'll do like cute little. I've seen like women will put like a star sticker. It's like it's a Medicaid. It's like some sort of thing that's supposed to help with acne, but it's a
Sticker.
star. Yeah, it's like a star or like a happy face, and it's like, what do you got all these fucking stickers on your face for?
Yeah,
you
if
know?
I did that, I'd be covered in stickers, dude. Like just 100 stickers all over my face.
Yeah, you look like a middle school binder.
I'd look more psychopathic than I do now. So I would,
Yeah.
if that's even possible.
And so Tim McGraw shows up with a bandage as well. You know what I'm saying? He starts talking like that. So.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, and this is Nelly. He goes, hey, Tim, great to have you here, bud.
Shit, what's going down, Black?
Well, I got to tell you, we wanted to do this for a long time. So what's interesting about having if he did lose his girl to Tim McGraw is it's fun to have him on the song. And like be talking about the guy while he's there, because guys don't typically handle new lovers well,
Okay, yeah. Usually they shoot him.
or something less. Like my mom told me this story about when my dad met her boyfriend after they split up.
Okay.
So my parents split up, and then my mom started dating this other dude, Grant, and one time Grant and my dad met, and she tells me that my dad took a swing at him. He like
He's like, that's my pussy.
yeah, and he tried to attack his person.
What did Grant do? Wait? He tried to attack his. Oh yeah, his person, like his body, his physical body.
Yeah,
I thought
his person.
I thought you were.
Not
personality.
No,
he
no,
wasn't
no,
like
persona.
he wasn't like. Yeah, he wasn't like roasting him or
He didn't
anything.
slander him on Twitter or like anything like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, like I've been doing to you for the past few years.
Yeah, we'll get into that. Okay, so the big thing, obviously, that's on everybody's mind, that the reason people are tuning into this episode is they want to know, what in the hell have you been doing, dude?
I don't know.
You've been.
I don't know.
I mean, you've been just doing some really wild shit online, and it's been getting you a lot of eyes.
Yeah.
A lot of popularity. You're building some momentum. You got a little cash from it too.
I've gotten very little cash from it.
You got some monthly income.
Some would say, including but not limited to the IRS, that I've lost money. That I've lost
If anyone asks,
a significant portion of my net worth doing this.
if anyone is wondering,
Yeah,
especially
I'm financially ruined.
certain government entities.
Yeah, I have been financially ruined by this.
So okay, so you've been.
I've got enough money that I could pay for the gas for what I've been doing to drive to where I went.
All right, and why don't you tell us what it is that you have been doing?
Well, really, in order to tell this story,
I gotta take you back to
1996.
Yeah.
It's a snowy January day. No, I really just Trey, you know this better than anybody. I have always been this crazy. I have just started to direct it into online stuff now.
You found a way to you've just basically found a way to edit.
Yeah.
Edit the crazy shit you do.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Film and edit the
Yeah.
crazy shit that I would already have been doing. So, yeah, I started catching guys who thought they were meeting 14-year-old, 15-year-old, 16-year-old boys online.
How'd you do that?
How
Do you do that?
Well, I'll tell you. I'm glad you asked.
Please.
I would
Be
hop on-
crazy if you didn't tell me right now.
Yeah, it would be wild. I can't reveal my secrets. No, I would just go on Grindr, go on Whisper, go on Hinge, go on the dating apps and stuff, and I would just pose as an 18-year-old, and then whenever they would match with me, I would use pictures of myself at 14, and I'd say I'm 18 or whatever in the bio, and then whenever they'd message me, pretty immediately I'd be like, yeah, I'm actually only 14, and a lot of these dudes were totally down with it.
Man.
And they would get sexual. They'd be like, let's meet. And I'm like, hey, I'll tell you what, I'll see you at the buffet. And they show up to the buffet parking lot at 2 a.m. and during a blizzard.
Hometown buffet.
Yeah.
If you're watching.
And I would, once they showed up, I was like, all right, you know what time it is. You got to answer some trivia questions to get yourself out of this. And I've seen the shock on their face.
Yeah.
who've seen the light leave their eyes.
Wait.
And yeah, I can't imagine, like, there's only one guy who is, like, genuinely concerned about the trivia aspect of it, where he could not get past the fact that I was asking him trivia questions for what he thought was his freedom.
Right. So you'll ask them trivia questions.
Yeah, I'm Chris Hansen meets
Steve Harvey.
Yeah.
Right. So
I do it in blackface too, just
yeah. Well, like
be,
Chris Hansen.
just to be.
So,
So you just are Chris Hansen?
So okay, so you get them. They meet up. They're in a parking lot at 2 a.m, and you show up dressed like this
Yeah.
with a cameraman.
Yep.
And a microphone.
Yep.
And you ask them trivia questions.
Yes, sir.
And then it's for their freedom.
Yeah, I tell them that if they get 3 out of 5 trivia questions correctly, I will not call the police on them. Little do they know that the police, they're already on their way. They're already on their way.
Right. And okay, so and this has been, people love this stuff.
The people do enjoy.
No one, and I've said this, no one's doing this, right?
Yeah.
I mean, people are posing and catching these people.
Yes. Alleged child predators.
But they're not having fun. That's what they're missing. They're not having fun with it like you are.
Yeah. There's one guy, after I did the first episode, I had a lot of people sending me Skeeter Gene. Skeeter Gene, he does predator catches, and he's like mildly humorous, but he's not a comedian. Like,
you also do stand-up comedy.
Yes.
Lest we forget.
Yeah, so mixing someone who does stand-up, which, I mean, there's unfunny people who do stand-up too.
Oh, sure.
But
there's 2 right here.
Yeah, absolutely. But I mean, Skeet would probably be an average stand-up if he. I'd love to see him do stand-up, but.
Oh man, isn't there? There's just people who you would just love to see.
Yeah.
Try to do it, you know.
Yeah, but for Skeet, he puts catching the predator top. Comedy is like third.
Mm-hmm.
For me, it's comedy is first.
Yeah.
Catching the predator is second. Well, it's like a tie almost.
I would argue
close, very close.
I would argue comedy is first, and then the video quality, and audio quality,
dead last.
That's second.
Oh no, that's dead last. But go on.
And no, I'm saying because then catching them is third, and then last is your safety.
Oh, by far.
And the safety of those around you.
Yeah, and the safety of anybody in this house.
Who who may live with you or who may be frequently seen with you.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's well known where I'm going, so, and that's probably not a good thing. Yeah, we've gotten quite a few death threats. Nobody during the catches has been violent or anything, but after some other I don't even know instances, they were not, because the second contestant blew his brains out.
Okay, well, we could have done without. Yeah, he did, didn't he?
The second contestant,
not in front of you.
No,
but he went home and thought about some stuff, ran some numbers, crunched some numbers.
Yeah,
and said, you know what? I think this is the most financially.
This is probably you know, I don't want to speak too much on it, but
sure.
Yeah, I'll
statute of limitations.
Yeah. I'll tell the story though if you
fresh.
If you want it, if you want it, Trey Lamb.
I mean, yeah. What do you got? I'm sure. Yeah, this is juicy stuff.
Yeah. So I caught this guy at a Winco parking lot. He thought he was there to meet a 15-year-old girl for sex, and he was very, very naughty in the chat logs, to say the least.
We gotta talk. I gotta ask you about that too.
Okay. He called her a breathing fleshlight. After knowing that she was 15, he called her a breathing fleshlight. Asked her to put nipple clamps on her. Wanted to force her. Some awful shit. And then he shows up. I stand in front of his car, again, putting my safety dead last, the safety of those around me dead last. I wanted my camera guy to stand behind his car and get run over by him. I was like, hey, stand by, what are you
Let's get
doing?
a lawsuit going. Let's get him for something.
Yeah, let's do something. And then he fled. He drove in reverse the whole way through the parking lot as fast as he could.
Like at a derby, like a demolition derby. Just floored it,
Yeah.
bro. Yeah.
He was out of there. And then, he drove away. I called the police. This was still, like, I was calling the police after we met. And then I posted the video online. It only got like 50,000 views before the family reached out to me and was like, please take down this video. The family knows about it. Everyone's ashamed of him, blah, blah. And I was like, look, man, I catch people who think they're meeting children for, illicit activities.
Sure.
And potentially illicit activities. And I'm not taking it down. What the hell? And then they called me. So I released I filmed the video on a Tuesday. I released it on Wednesday. And then by that Sunday, I got a phone call saying that he blew his brains out. And then I filmed the next episode on the following Tuesday, like 2 days after he blew his brains out.
Sure.
I filmed another one. But I took the video down. As soon as I got the phone call, like, hey, this guy killed himself, I was like, okay, well, the family, let him grieve.
Yeah, give him some space. They got a lot to think about.
Yeah, and luckily, nobody had saved it. So it's not popping up anywhere. And people are searching for it. Believe you me. It's the number one searched thing with my name now. But episode 2.
But that's the thing, right? But even if that's what's so great about it is there's all this buzz around it and there's all this mystery surrounding that video. Why isn't it up? Especially because it's not up too. It's creating such a demand.
Yeah.
And little do they all know, there's nothing to see.
There's nothing to see. The guy didn't even play the game.
Didn't even get out of his car. You don't even really see him in the car.
Correct.
So you don't even know, technically. You might not even know it's him.
I mean, yeah, from the video you wouldn't know, but I positively identified him. I looked at him
you did.
And I was like, that is I say his name. I say his name so everybody can look at the obituary. Please Google this.
Wow, dude.
Yeah. That was crazy.
That is Jeremy Willard. Sorry, Jeremy.
Yeah.
But you shouldn't have done it.
Yeah, you shouldn't have done that. But then I can only assume that these are the family members of contestant 2 have to be the ones who are sending these death threats, and they texted the home address to my decoy.
Yeah.
Because I stopped running the decoy account after a while, and I had somebody else down in Provo running it, and he had his home address texted to him, and they were like,
that's so crazy.
They were threatening him. And then I was getting some death threats and some threats of lawsuits. I haven't been served anything, so...
Or if I have, it went straight in the trash.
Yeah. If I had, look, hey, I asked him trivia.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was
right. Yeah.
Nothing. Yeah. Nothing's happened yet.
Try and convict me, Your Honor.
Yeah.
I dare you.
But it does stress me out.
I can imagine just
to no end.
And just like messaging these people, like having conversations with these guys.
Mm-hmm.
You haven't caught any women.
No, the white whale. It's impossible, dude. That's an impossibility. I did have some people reaching out saying that they could, that they would tell these cougars that they're 14 and they're down. But that's in other states, and I will do that one with no security. Absolutely, that's easy.
Yeah. So, or it's a trap, right?
Yeah, they're with contestant 2, and they're trying to kill me.
So it's called the Newly Ped Game.
Yes.
Check it out online. I don't know. Are there more episodes coming out? Can you divulge that information, or are we keeping that up in the air for now?
We'll talk about it.
Okay.
So we have a couple episodes in the works. No contestants ready yet, but it only takes
Yeah.
It only takes 3 days to get them.
Not too many applicants right now.
No, but I also zero lines in the water until until like yesterday. Throwing the lines out there. Yeah, throwing the lines out there.
And
what do you got?
Yeah.
What do you got?
Well, it's just so funny that it's like, is there like part of you it's like an ego boost?
What do you mean?
That like pictures of you at 14, 15, which is for most people, including myself, some of the more traumatic years, appearance-wise. And you're still getting play. You're still getting people who.
It's not even an ego boost. It's the only reason I do it, is to feel the love
that you wish you felt back
that I
then.
wish I felt at 14 years old from these 45-year-old men.
This goes out to all the girls who didn't want me in middle school.
Yeah.
What do you think now?
What do you think now, bitch? I got peds on me. So
it's all dudes, man. It's so interesting because like women, there are women who do go for underage people, but they're all teachers.
Yeah, because they had to be
weird?
Well, they had to be around them for long enough.
So, and that's just the difference between men and women, right? Is like, you know, a guy will just see something, he's like, I that's what I want, I'm going for it, and then a woman might not even know she's into him, but then you spend enough time, you crack some jokes in class, and then you say maybe you throw in a little something. You come back from practice, you're sweating or something like that, and she's like, God damn. Yeah. See, that's like, I don't know if men should be teachers then. Should men be allowed to be teachers? If
Why? Do you just want women sexually assaulting their students? Is that the only way you think men can? The only way you think that boys can be taught?
Well, it's just interesting.
It's just teach a lesson.
It's just it's just interesting how they like a guy's got to go out there and look for it.
Yeah.
Whereas a woman, they're just all pick of the litter.
Yeah.
That's
true.
And then everyone, I mean, this is a South Park thing, but it's true though. How
nice.
Yeah. How like anyone who hears about it, it's like, all right, so he banged his hot teacher.
Yeah.
And then even if it's like a hot guy, because you've had some hot guys.
Oh, I met up with plenty of hot guys. Usually whenever I meet up with the hot guys, the really hot ones, I'm like, I look at my camera guy, I'm like, turn it off. And I look at the guy and I say, all right, here's the deal. I'm gonna call the cops on you, even unless you suck my dick right now.
Ah, jeez, or let me.
Unless you let me suck your cock.
Ah.
We got a little sidetracked. The lines are in the water.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to avoid these death threats, and I've gotten plenty of donations, enough donations that I think I can film 1, maybe 2 episodes with security, and but in order to avoid all the death threats by doing it here in name specific location where we're living.
Yeah.
In order to avoid that, I'm going to have a guest host,
right?
Whose name is Donnie Benelli, and you can send forward all your death threats to Donnie Benelli. He's dying of cancer. He's going through chemotherapy. So good luck.
And that's kind of the best place to be in life, is to be dying of cancer.
You can't lose. You can't lose, dude.
You can only. There's only one.
There's only one more loss you can catch.
So
everything else is a dub.
And that's what's nice, is because like if you have all of your cells working the way they should be in your immune system, there's plenty of ways you could screw up. There's plenty of ways you can get screwed over or like this and that. But if you are actively dying of cancer,
you're going through chemotherapy.
How freeing. Right?
Oh, yeah.
Check out the
win-win.
Check out the newly ped game, and let's get our boy in a position where he can keep putting out these episodes, right?
Yeah, I need security, please, for the love of Christ and all that is holy.
We need security at the
house.
We need house 24/7, man.
Protect this man at all costs.
Yeah.
It's so crazy. Everybody was commenting that, and then whenever I ask for subscribers, they're like, they hate me.
Yeah. Once you start asking for shit.
As soon as you ask for anything online, everyone turns on you.
oh, you are just blah 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 blah.
And it's
blah.
like, how much do you think it'll cost for me to fly to another state, pay for, have security,
room and board,
fly five
Flights.
people, fly five people. I need 3 people running security, 2 camera guys, and myself. Okay, so I need to fly 5 people aside from me to another state, put us all up in hotels, run these accounts. They have to be paid too.
oh,
Bro.
Jeez.
Bro, people think it's like just everyone's going to volunteer. Yeah, volunteers suck shit. That's why they're volunteering. They're not trained
They
professionals.
also, and they can't. They're not good enough to be compensated for their work, so they have to give it for free.
Yeah.
Any volunteer is just
Going to be awful.
If you ever see a volunteer for anything, just know that they are totally unskilled.
Yes.
And what they're doing is, it's not a selfless act. It is a cry for help.
Yeah, and I've had so many people reaching out, oh, I'd love to volunteer. What can you do? They say anything. That means nothing.
Right.
If you say that you can't, if you say that you can do anything, that means nothing, because a trained person in, like, you know, whatever, security, something, they would tell you what this is what I'm trained on. This is what I could do. This is what I could bring to the table for you. It's like, golly. Bro, I had video editors running security.
Yeah, you can't have that.
What the hell,
Dudes
dude?
who look like me.
Yeah.
Just being like, I got you, bro.
The first 3 or 4 episodes, I had no security at all. It was just
Right.
me and a camera guy. And then after that guy blew his brains out, I was like, you should probably have someone there to at least watch over us with a gun ready.
Wow. Yeah.
Probably wouldn't be the worst idea for us.
Right, because I've been that guy who's like, you show up to a job or you're helping someone out with something and you're like, what do I do?
Where do I start?
Right? So you've been there where you're like, just tell me what to do and I'll go do it. And then no matter what they tell you to do and you do it, it's not that good.
Yeah.
You're not that good.
No.
They're
They're like, move this box over to there.
Yeah, and then you're standing there looking at it like,
Yeah.
jeez. Do I pick it up like, how do I pick it? Pick it up. How do you pick it up?
Who'd you have doing this before me? I see that box. You want it over here.
How did they do it?
How did they move that box?
I want to be really good at this.
Yeah. Immediately workman's comp. Immediately I tore my back. You tore your back? Yeah. Yeah.
The whole back.
Yeah, Your Honor. My back is torn.
Jesus, man. Well, I wish you good luck and I wish you good health.
Thank you.
With your future work.
Here's the good health.
Donnie Benelli.
This looks like chemo.
It does look like chemo. It looks chemo in a cup.
Mountain Dew is chemotherapy.
Well, because you'll hear about those old people who live to be like 114 or something, and they're like, "What did you do? What did you do your whole life?" And it's this old woman. She's like, "I smoked a pack of cigarettes a day, and I just drank Dr. Pepper every day." And they're like, "What?"
Yeah.
She's like, "My doctor told me not to, and I did it. And look at me now." Yeah, look at you now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you seen yourself? Look at you. They're just a shriveled. It's like we put a weird.
The chocolate from
SpongeBob. Yeah, we put a weird value on longevity of life.
Mm-hmm.
But like, you don't know what she was doing. It's like it's just more. It just becomes more of a marvel than it is like. I guess, and then your part of you is like, wow, good for them. Wow, that's great, but. There's a little bit. You're a little bit impressed, right, that they can make it that long. Although, we've been alive, so we know how to be alive. We don't know how to not be alive.
Yeah.
So it's like whatever. It's still kind of impressive that they made it that long, just because of what we've heard.
Yeah. But is she still joining gangbangs?
Exactly. Is she still enjoying gangbangs? Is she still getting out there like? And if she was smoking a pack a day, drinking Dr. Pepper for 114 years, is that a life you want to lead? Like, is it worth?
Can't imagine it any other way.
Is it worth getting to that point if all you've been doing is smoking a pack a day and drinking Dr. Pepper? You know, I want to know, like, I understand she was alive for all these different things, wars and whatever.
Technology advancements.
Sure, all that. Which by the way, she can't use.
And also, she played no role in.
Also had no contribution whatsoever.
She lived for 114 years watching current events occur on TV and then eventually on the phone. Probably still on TV.
Maybe not even. No, there's no way she's looking up videos on her phone.
Yeah.
But maybe not even watching TV. Maybe she just like didn't even see any of the stuff going down. It was just like, yeah, this is good.
If she was on her phone, do you think they'd still be sending her Dr. Pepper ads? Like she's been drinking it for 114 years.
How much money has she given that company?
Is she still like? Do we need to advertise to this old bitch, or she's just gonna buy it, right?
Yeah. Well, and it turns out the one thing they leave out. The biggest reason why she's been alive for so long is because she was a teacher who
slept with students.
Slept with her students. That's exactly right.
Yeah.
That's what they won't tell you.
Wow. Man.
Right?
Never thought of it like that. Trey.
Yeah. So maybe these politicians and all this conspiracy stuff about the adrenochrome and like all that stuff, I mean, maybe there's something to it.
It's probably not a bad idea if you want to live forever to drink children's blood.
And Dr. Pepper.
Maybe there's children's blood in Dr. Pepper. Oh my God, dude.
I'm not ready for this. People aren't ready for that.
So I think Dr. Pepper is just filled with adrenochrome. And maybe...
Is that what they use for vanilla cream soda flavoring?
No, that's children's cum.
Okay.
Trey.
That's a little off topic.
It's not off topic at all. What are you talking about?
Okay. Well,
we'll call the podcast there. All right, we're gonna cut you saying that, and we'll just call it a day.
I got a couple things we could.
He's got a couple things
we could talk about here.
We're taking an intermission. Is that what this is?
No, we're still rolling.
All right, we're still rolling.
So, I was thinking today about how your genitalia sits. Okay. So there's an angle, right? There's typically a side that it chooses.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's due to the years of keeping it on a certain side of your pants, right? Now, does yours do that?
I'm glad you asked, Trey.
Or does it go straight down?
The
middle.
The side that mine is inside, bro. Mine's so small that any pressure on the tip of it, which is what my boxers provide.
Are currently doing?
Yeah, pushes it the rest of the way in. And I just have an
innie.
An innie, yeah. So I don't know why you asked that. That was just to embarrass me in front of all of your adoring fans.
Yeah.
I guess that's what this is, Trey. I guess that's.
I didn't come here to slander you. I came here to give you a platform.
Yeah, let you tell it.
And also, this will be a commemorative moment for when you finally get napped.
Oh yeah, dude. When I get killed, like this looks like a hostage video already, so it's perfect.
It's all right. We're going to make some changes to the studio.
Okay.
But yeah, for now, it used to be a lot worse when it was just the plain white background. People were commenting on how bad it was.
Yeah. Honestly, if you were to film a hostage video in Utah, it would be that plain white
or
background.
Any non-specific location.
Oh, yeah. In beep. If you were to film it beep.
Well, if we're beeping, I mean, this episode's going to be 6 minutes long.
Oh, yeah, that's the way it should be. That's the only way YouTube will allow it to stay up, especially after talking about beep.
Yeah, not to mention beep.
Yeah,
beep.
And all the beep.
So what's next for you? Do you have you have an online a sketch series, sort of
a variety show.
Sorry. Called
Don't fucking disrespect me again. I'll walk off. I'll be like the fucking Island Boys, dude. I'm out.
That's how this episode has to end.
Yeah,
with you walking off.
Oh yeah, that'd be funny.
No, we're gonna do that.
Okay.
Okay, so you have a variety show called Rutile.
Yes.
And how often are those episodes coming out?
About every 6 months. Glad you asked. I did one 4 months ago, and then well, I fucked up big time because Newlyped was supposed to be part of that, but we didn't have enough sketches to go with it, so I just put it out as it was, and then it caught fire. So I was like, I'm gonna just keep putting out the Newlyped episodes, and I never put them into Rutile the way I should have. But also some of the people who worked with me on episode 1 and 2. So actually episode 1 and 3. So episode 1, I think it came out like 4 months ago. Episode 2 is Patreon exclusive because I filmed a guy getting stabbed and tried to interview him afterwards.
Oh, that was crazy.
And then, so episode 1 and 3, we filmed with these people who no longer want to work with me because for obvious reasons. I mean, can you blame them? The whole...
Mainly safety concerns.
Yeah,
the whole.
Well, the guy killing himself was really what set him over the edge. They're like, I don't want to be associated with that. So they're no longer
It's not
involved.
like you killed him. Well,
no,
I guess that's for a jury to decide.
No. Possibly there will be a jury that may have to decide. That's fine. I'm playing insanity no matter what.
Yeah. You got to show up to the courtroom brushing your teeth.
Oh, I will. I'll walk up.
The entire time you're brushing your teeth for an hour and a half.
Yeah. I just walk up, I'm just brushing my teeth. I'm like, Your Honor, I would like to plead insanity on this. They're like, this is for a parking ticket. Yeah. Why are you talking about a guy killing himself?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I rest my case.
I thought this was something else.
I thought, yeah.
I thought I was here for something else.
Could have sworn this was over something else.
Much more serious. I don't know why I'd be going to court for a parking ticket.
But I still would like to plead insanity.
But here I am.
Yeah. Yeah. Here I am. Yeah, so episode 3 will probably be done next week.
2025.
Yeah, I'll probably have that one done next week. I'm going to start focusing more on Rutile, and then Newlyped will probably be in the episodes of Rutile, but it'll all be Patreon. Like, Patreon will get first access to everything, probably a month early.
So
access.
Just Collin Schumaker on Patreon?
Yeah.
Right.
Just search me. Go to my link tree.
Oh, you got the link tree.
I got the link tree like a bad bitch, bro.
Right. So
I got the link tree like your mom.
She doesn't have one. But
shit.
Okay.
I thought she did.
And in the spirit of the show, and sort of the theme of the show,
don't tell me you're gonna ask me trivia. I fucking suck at trivia.
There's one thing I hate. It's
trivia.
trivia.
It's fucking so embarrassing how bad I am.
So it's Deadbeat son. In the past, we've talked about certain, we've given out like the Deadbeat of the week.
Yeah.
Or just some less. Or we've also talked about lessons that you wish you knew growing up, because your dad was not a solid dad as well, right?
Yeah, we can.
That's why we're here.
Yeah, you can say whatever you want about him.
No, I only know so much, but
he's not gonna watch this.
Right. He's too busy.
Probably beaten off.
Okay.
Probably beaten off in his parents' basement, in my grandparents' basement.
Oh man.
Okay,
so
or working at a gas station because he's a fucking loser.
So yeah, that's like a big theme of this podcast is like, so what's like? Can you give us a lesson that you've learned in the last 5 years or so that you wish you had known as a child, or you wish you knew like growing up? That about life, or something that a parent could and very well should maybe teach you, but they didn't.
That if you post pictures of yourself online, grown men will want to fuck you. I wish I knew that whenever I was young. I could have gotten so much cock, bro.
Yeah,
I could have got dick down.
That's probably not a lesson that a parent would want to teach their kid.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it is an unavoidable fact of
Life
life
on planet Earth.
and this rat race we call life.
Yeah. Yeah.
On this floating rock. I mean, we're just a speck of dust.
Yeah. On this flat disc.
So okay. So all right, that's a lesson.
That's words that came out of your mouth.
Something you've said just now. And then who is so?
What's your lesson? I want to hear.
I've talked about it.
Well, I want to hear it. Well, I want to hear it because I don't know what the fuck I'm even looking for.
Well, just like it
grasping
could be
at straws over here.
I'm treading water here, bud.
Yeah. And I don't know how to.
Just like about how, like one could be, to not put women on a pedestal.
That's a good one.
You know what I mean? Like, and so, and that'll help you through life with women, and just like, and it helps with your own confidence and stuff too. Like to focus on being a stepdad actually told me this, that he told me, if you can't live with yourself, nobody else will. I thought that was pretty good.
Yeah.
And I guess I did learn that as a child, but that's the idea.
Oh, okay. Then
it doesn't have to be like
Okay, then I gotcha. Okay,
riddle,
then mine is gonna be the sex talk. It's gonna be that.
You never got the sex talk.
Well, I got the sex talk.
I don't know if I did.
Well, I got the sex talk, but they were missing the key aspect of it. And that key aspect is that so strong and impelling is the desire for sexual contact that men will freely run the risk of life and reputation to indulge in it. When harnessed and redirected along other lines, this positive motivating force can be used as a creative effort in literature, art, or in any other profession or calling.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah, that is great.
If my mom would have said, instead of being like, it's natural to beat your dick, if she instead, or try to fuck bitches, if instead she was like, don't jerk your dick, and instead create.
Just create.
Just create something.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Take that energy and put it into something creative.
That's so true, man.
I wish I knew it. I knew it.
Yeah. And then having a dad would be even more beneficial in that, because they could be like, hey dude, I know, man.
I relapsed this morning.
Look at who I'm talking to.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. He has come in his hand. He's like, look, I fucking
look at this.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah. It's tough. It's hard.
Yeah.
But
that's a really good one. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, because you can redirect that stuff into different areas.
Absolutely.
But some people just they
risk life and reputation.
And freedom.
Yes. And
isn't that just
freedom or literally breathing.
Yeah.
Because they tried to indulge in something. Hedonism, bro.
Yeah. Getting religious on you.
Golly.
That's pretty good, man.
Yeah. Yeah, that was okay.
And
that was way better than that first thing.
Yeah, sure. I don't even remember what it was.
I don't know.
So
something awful.
Do you have like an all-time deadbeat?
All-time deadbeat?
Yeah.
Like the worst
that you've either heard of or you've known. It could be it could be someone or it could be like, I don't know, a celebrity, a person of nomenclature. It could be any of the fine older gentlemen that you've come in contact with. Who's like one of the top deadbeats and why?
Bruce Jenner, because he decided he wanted so little to do with being a dad. He decided to be a mom.
Okay. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, that's the deadbeat.
That is pretty funny. A deadbeat dad. He went out for cigarettes and came back. Bruce went out for cigarettes and came back Caitlyn.
Yeah, Bruce went out for cigarettes, never came back.
Just never came back.
He never came back.
Wow, that's good, and I think that's going to be a clip.
That's great.
And I guess you could spin it as a couple guys whose dads walked out on us.
Yeah.
That is how it could be interpreted, right? Because you can't, if you try to argue that that's Bruce, that's dead naming.
My dad didn't actually walk out. He just wasn't around.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I mean,
from the jump.
Yeah, just off rip. I mean, he was there. Like, you know, it was like every other weekend I would go to my grandparents, and then he just wouldn't talk to me at all, like the whole weekend.
Yeah.
Which is maybe worse than
That's
just
gotta
leaving.
Be crazy, man.
Yeah.
That has got to be. That's like when I just saw this video of like a pack of lions, and there's one of the cubs had like a messed up arm, so it was like limping and in pain a lot, and the mom just like abandoned it. Like
Jesus
took the
Christ.
rest of the cubs with the pride, and they just went along, and then the cub like followed the scent, caught up with them, and was like trying to get some milk from the mom, and the mom just like kind of batted it away.
Jeez.
And then, but to have it to have them right there, and they don't even acknowledge you, that will make you hunt pedophiles.
Yeah, it'll
for sport.
Yeah, it'll definitely do something to your psyche.
Yeah, dude.
I remember one time my dad was like, we're gonna go crab fishing. We're gonna go down to Maryland. I'm from Pennsylvania. We're gonna go. It's like a couple hour drive, and we get everything packed up in the car. And then when we get in the car, he's like, "Hey, instead of going crab fishing, could I just give you $20?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yeah, sure."
You took the money.
I took the money because I knew. You want to know what? I knew.
You knew there was no crab fishing.
I knew there was no fishing, bro.
Even if you
There
took the
was
crab.
no way.
What if did you ever opt for it and just to call him on it, just to be like, no, I want the crab fishing. Let's see.
Yeah, I think the first year I probably went.
And then
Then
did he take you, or
yeah,
he came up?
yeah,
Oh, so he did.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then he would.
but
And then what would happen is when we would get there, he would be like, "I gotta go shit," and he'd go shit for like 3 hours.
and he came back, Caitlyn Jenner.
Yeah, and he came back. Caitlyn Jenner.
It was
dude.
Caitlyn Jenner. He said, "What the hell?"
Yeah, dude. My childhood is just my dad being like, "I gotta shit,"
Wow.
and then being gone for the rest of the day.
For the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Be gone for the rest of my life.
Yeah. I gotta shit. I never saw him again.
Wow. Now I'm looking at you. I'm so close to you and your head that I can see a hole in your earlobe where an earring had
So
been in the
that's
past.
all right. I get it.
Oh man, wait. Why are you doing this, man?
I get it. You just bring me on here to chastise me, Trey Lamb. I understand.
I just want to know.
Yeah.
Is it just this
yeah,
one, or is there
it is
something on the
just the left one. It is just the left.
Oh boy.
You know why, Trey? Left is right, right is gay.
Really?
Yeah. Left is
Why not both? What's both?
That's gay too.
Okay. No, it's not though.
It is gay. Yes, it is. Here's the truth. I got my ear pierced before I even had consciousness.
Your mom pierced your ears?
My mom told me that I was asking for it. Hey, I was too young. I don't remember it.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
You could take if you were a woman in college. This would be you'd get some people expelled and tried.
Oh no, absolutely not.
Because you're looking back, and you're like, I don't remember giving consent.
Mm-hmm.
I was not conscious for it. This sounds like a
No.
lesson that they tell you on what's it called? Orientation in college.
Yeah.
And they're like, this is what consent is. If they're not able to whatever give you a conscious answer, that's not consent. If they're in a different state where they may not remember it, that is not consent. Your mom did not get consent.
You know, I was thinking more along the lines of the trans stuff, right? Like people getting transitioned when they were very young, which they're absolutely doing. And that just made me think like maybe Bruce was just drunk and was like, fuck it. He just smashed. He just did like 6 tequila shots and like
He woke up and was like,
he's like, oh fuck, dude, I cut my dick off, bro. Not again. Golly.
not again.
Yeah, custard.
Yeah.
I guess the custard's on my face.
Oh.
I guess the custard will never be on her face again. I'm done with that.
Yeah.
But
So the earrings coming back is what everyone wants to know.
you know,
When are they?
the only way that I will bring back the earring but I want a dangly.
Yeah.
I got to go dangly. Like,
Do you go
like
little?
Well, because if I wear the suit and everything, and then have one dangly, like a feather earring, or
A
like
long feather.
Yeah, or like a long chain with like a cross on it.
Yeah, that's a
Oh,
good
dude,
one,
that'd be
too.
sick, bro. That would be sick as fuck.
Yeah. You just try to look as legitimately insane as possible.
Yeah. Hey, if the glasses and suit fit, shut up.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Well, Colin, it's been a lot of fun having you on today.
Yeah.
We're going to probably edit a lot of this stuff out.
Why? What did I say?
No. We were good. Collin Schumaker, host of the Newly Ped Game. Check it out. Check out Rutile, the variety show. Find him on social media platforms, and he'll be coming to a state near you.
Don't message children online.
Yeah.
And Trey will be a guest on my podcast, which is on my Patreon. It'll be audio only, so you don't have to see my disgusting appearance or Trey's beautiful.
They'll be missing out.
Yeah, Matt Rife.
Well, so that episode will be coming out when? Yours?
Probably next Monday.
Next Monday is coming out. So look out for that. I've got dates coming up. You don't got dates. I got some shows.
Please book me. Please book me.
I'm in Ogden, Utah, June 2nd and 3rd. Get tickets at wiseguyscomedy.com or treylamb.com. You can find merch there. You got merch too, right?
Yeah, it's in my link in bio.
Link in bio. Find his merch. He's got great stuff. And
I tried to meet a child for sex, and all I got was this lousy shirt.
Yeah, so you wear that to the next family function.
Wear that to the gym.
Wear that to, which you did. Wear that to, picking up your kids from school, whatever you're going to find a place for it. Thanks for being here, man.
Thanks for having me.
And you were the first guest ever.
It was an honor. It was an honor.
All right, that's going to do it for today. Thanks for tuning in, folks. We'll see you next time.